Hello, everyone. I wanted to take the opportunity to highlight our phenomenal data research dashboards. I'm still amazed that so many people are unaware of the dashboards that we've been now publishing for 2 years. So I want to just go through one of our dashboards that we're about to distribute to the industry. And this is for the 10th edition Crisis Event Management Dashboard. Now, this study is live. We're encouraging participation by February 3rd, and these dashboards will be published in Q2 of 2023. So these dashboards are only made available to professionals who contribute to our study. Study participants must be involved in business continuity, crisis management, disaster recovery, and they must be working within a corporate, within a program, managing a program. This is not meant for independent contractors, fixed term, short term consultants. So what you see in front of you is some of the pre-planning issues are addressed by the program, definition of a crisis, have you prevented a disruption based on preparedness efforts, communication methods to be utilized throughout an event. You'll see that there is special notes. So for this particular data graph, it's going to exceed 100% because study participants can choose multiple selections when they answer this particular question. You'll see what events are organizations most concerned about. Now, one thing I should note is when you do get your dashboard, if you do participate, there will be a key to help you reading the dashboard. As an example, chemical spill, collision, what have you, these are all under the accident category. And then we have bomb threat, brand, social media damage, all the way down to robbery, theft. Those are under human disasters. So we have subcategories under a primary category that are not displayed within the data chart in the dashboard, but they will be highlighted within the key that will help you reading the dashboard. As we move down, you'll see how prepared is the organization for each of these different events that they're most concerned about. So there's a lot of logic built into the study. So for example, if a particular event is not selected, it's not going to receive a preparation rating because whatever is selected is auto-populated into the follow-up question. Then we get into some of the ability to do real-time reporting, appetite for risk, and then we get into some challenges within the crisis management planning effort. So clarity on when the crisis management team is notified and activated for an event, lack of defined crisis leader, the transparency in crisis communications. So this is all data that you could get by either industry or organizational revenues. And of course, these dashboards only get better and better with the number of participants who manage a program who are involved in business continuity crisis management. Then we get into how events actually impacted organizations in the last year. So yes or no, if you had an event, if you did have an event, you continue to indicating what event impacted your organization. So you can see these are the top events that have impacted organizations in the last year and how often a particular event would occur, the frequency of each event. So, obviously you see here power outage always gets a substantial frequency, the number of times that particular event does occur within a year. Level of response, advance warning for the most significant events in each category. What was the recovery response for each of the different events? Now, I only am highlighting the top events here, such as power outage, pandemic disease, flood, ice storm, hurricane, cyber attack, as well as network communication outages. So you can see here business recovery, call center, cyber incident response, all the way to local regional crisis management teams, percent of employees negatively impacted for the different events, percent of employees displaced, percent of employees who are placed at a recovery site, the scale of impact from business unit to global. What was the impact to the organization? Customer service, facilities, investor community trust, legal, regulatory. Answers are only included if they were selected. And as we go down, we do see the executive involvement for the different events, the length of business resumption, percent of critical systems impacted for the different events, estimated financial loss, direct or indirect, and that goes all the way from difficult, unable to calculate, to more than 20 million for the different events. So one thing to note is if an event is not indicated, or if there's not a substantial number of people indicating like explosion, it's not going to get a great response in this particular graph. So it's really important to look at the number of respondents. We look at the different categories. Who's included on the team or what's utilized the following while responding to an event, the noted outcomes, what's been most beneficial about your program during a response. And then we're looking at how companies are utilizing kind of lessons learned in advancing their resilience management strategies in the new year. So by executive engagement, program integration with other risk disciplines, response strategies with cyber, third-party resilience management, supply chain. We also look at how investment strategies are changing in the next year, if it's going to be remaining the same, increasing, decreasing for full-time staff, notification, automating your program with software, looking at technology to improve resiliency, as well as consulting if you're looking to invest in consulting as well within business or IT. What are some of the improvements you're going to be making to your response strategies? And then we get into the participant characteristics. So what country we're getting respondents from, organizational distribution from one site to global, number of organizational locations, employees, revenues, industry sectors. So it's a lot of great data that you can really use to benchmark to your program. When you are a study participant, you can choose to get a PDF of your individual response. Now, let me show where to participate. You'll want to go to bcmanagement.com. So go to bcmanagement.com, hover over Research and Insights, go to Program Research, and that will take you right here where you can click on Participate Event Impact Management Study. And here you see that link to participate in the study. We have some information here as well. And we do encourage one person from each organization to participate unless you have multiple programs by business unit, processes, or program scope. Again, it is 100% confidential. We do not need your company name. All we do need is at least your personal email address to send your report to, as well as the customized dashboard and that key to help reading the dashboard. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And again, I encourage everyone to share so your dashboard is even better. For example, if you're healthcare, the more companies who participate who are healthcare are only going to help drive and make your dashboard better. So please contribute by February 3rd and reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Bye.